Hello and happy Halloween. Welcome to Smashing Gaming. And if you like the content that I create here, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to the channel. Comments are also welcome, as all comments help me improve. So, start getting on with the deck. Today we're going to be talking about Gengar VMAX, everyone's favourite ghost Pokemon. So, starting off with the deck, we have Crobat V. Crobat V is a dark Pokemon with 180 HP. It has 1 retreat cost and a weakness to fighting. It has 1 attack, Venomous Fang, that for 1 darkness and 1 colorless energy does 70 damage and leaves your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. It also has the ability Dark Asset, that when you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench, you can draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. Next, we have Gengar V. Gengar V is a dark Pokemon with 210 HP. It has a retreat cost of 2 and a weakness to fighting. It has 2 attacks. For 2 darkness energies, Dark Slumber does 40 damage and your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. It also has the attack Pain Explosion, that for 3 darkness energies does 190 damage, and you get to put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon. Next, we have Gengar VMAX. Gengar VMAX is a dark Pokemon with 320 HP, has a retreat cost of 3 and has a weakness to fighting. It has 2 attacks. First attack, Fear and Panic, does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon V in play, and that's for 2 darkness energy. And also has the attack G Max Swallow Up, that for 3 darkness energy does 250 damage, and during your next turn this Pokemon can't attack. Next we have Houndour. Houndour is a dark Pokemon with 60 HP, it has 1 retreat cost and has a weakness to grass. It has 1 attack, Bite, that does 20 damage for 1 colorless energy. Next we have Houndoom. Houndoom is a dark Pokemon with 130 HP, it has a retreat cost of 2 and has a weakness to grass. It has 1 attack, Darkness Fang, that for 1 darkness and 1 colorless energy does 50 damage. However, it also has the ability Single Strike Roar, that once during your turn you may search your deck for a Single Strike energy and attach it to one of your Single Strike Pokemon. You then shuffle your deck, and if you attach any energy cards in this way, you put damage counters on that Pokemon that you accelerated energy to. Next, we have Rockruff. Rockruff is a fighting Pokemon. It has 70 HP, it has a retreat cost of 1 and a weakness to grass. It has 1 attack, Crunch, that does 30 damage for 2 fighting energies. And you flip a coin, and if you get heads, you get to discard an energy card from your opponent's Pokemon. And you've got to love that artwork on Rockruff. Next we have Lycanroc. Lycanroc is a fighting Pokemon with 120 HP. It has 2 retreat cost and a weakness to grass. It has 1 attack, Rogue Fangs, that for 2 fighting energy does 80 damage, plus this attack does 10 more damage for each single strike Pokemon in your discard pile. So next, let's go on to the trainers. So for the trainers we have Dark Patch. Dark Patch allows us to attach a basic energy card, dark energy card from our discard pile to one of our bunch dark Pokemon. We also have Evolution Incense, that just allows us to search out our evolution Pokemon for when we need it. We have Quick Ball, that allows us to get our basic Pokemon and just to get set up in the early game, and also comes in useful when we need to go and grab Crobat to help us draw and dig further into the deck. We also have 2 copies of Switch, just to help us move in and out of the active, as once Gengar has used its G-Max wall-up attack, it can't attack, so we need to get that out of the active and hopefully we can get it back into the active. We also have Urn of Vitality. Urn of Vitality allows us to shuffle 2 single strike energy cards back from our discard pile into our deck. We also have 4 copies of Tower of Darkness. Tower of Darkness allows us to draw 2 cards, and if we use this effect we must discard a single strike energy card from a hand. So because most of our cards are single strike, this should always be active if we get this into play. Next we have Adventurer's Discovery. Adventurer's Discovery just allows us to search our deck for 3 Pokemon V, reveal them and place them into our hand. Next we have the usual 3 copies of Boss's Orders, just great for gusting and bringing our opponent's active Pokemon into, one of our opponent's bench Pokemon into the active spot. We also have a copy of Bruno. Bruno allows us to shuffle our hand into our deck, then draw 4 cards, and if one of our Pokemon is knocked out, we get to draw 7 cards. We also have a copy of Flannery. Flannery is in here, which allows us to discard a special energy or a stadium card in play. We also have a couple copies of Marnie, my wife's favourite card, which basically means that each player shuffles their hands into their deck, to the bottom of their deck, and your opponent draws 4 and you draw 5 cards. Next we have Professor's Research, just great standard draw support. And lastly we have 4 single strike fighting energies, so these will be hopefully accelerated with Houndoom's single strike roar ability, this allowing us to attack quicker. And we also have a couple of copies of Darkness Energy. So with that, let's get into some games. Okay, here we go with the first game with Gengar VMAX. Hopefully we can go against a deck that's weak to Darkness, although there isn't many now being played. Maybe Mewtwo, or maybe even Mew itself. So, opponent has Giratina box, so this could be Giratina. We're going to start with a Houndour. It's fine. So, we do have Tower of Darkness to be able to draw some energy. Flannery probably won't come in handy here if it is a Lost Box engine. Maybe Zoroark. Okay, so Flannery might actually come in the end. We peek at the deck. Probably want to keep our Lycanrocs because weak, but we will actually use try and keep this as single prize attackers now. We have the deck accelerate. Place the energy on Houndour. So we'll try and not use our Vs unless our opponent plays any Vs. It's kind of sad because obviously Gengar is the main star of the deck, but if we can set it up, we will. So Zoroark, it could be a Zoroark toolbox. Okay, so it's assuming Arcanine, they're actually playing with Zoroark. Okay, that's fine. They are a single prize deck, so we probably could try and get Gengar set up. But we'll see how our opponent does. They'll want to be having 0 cards in their hand each turn. We will take the knockout on the Zoroark. That's it. So we'll keep Flannery the now, and we'll accelerate. They've only got 4 anyway. We get a Gengar. We have Bruno for next turn. Just a little bit. Rockruff set up. And get ourselves on the Houndoom as well. So we can accelerate energy to Rockruff to attack. We'll take knockout on Bruno. Pronounce it. Tells up 1 prize, Tower of Darkness. We can again, we'll be able to get 2 energies back thanks to Urn of Vitality, assuming our hand doesn't get disrupted. It's unlikely if they are playing Arcanine, assuming Arcanine, because they normally want to be playing Peony, so they can always end up with 0 cards in their hands. So what does the Arcanine damage wise? It does 10. If you have no cards, it's 4. That's fine. So it's a full battle setup. Say Selvin when we get into it, probably, in case we play any V. Baffle does damage. 150? No, it's Aurora. Ball themselves a one, so they don't have any cards in their hand. So Flapple does. If your opponent had a Pokemon as a Pokemon V, this time to 8 more damage. It does 50 damage. Each Pokemon play with ability, so Flapple might be annoying. Take the knockout here. We have 4. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. Good. Go to Lycanroc. Rock here. Accelerate. Rock. Also, Gengar is not single deck. Well, it's single strike. Bruno to get some cards. Ourselves a Doom. Really set up back now. We're doing 80. 10 more for each in this card pile, so 80, 90, 100, 10, 130, 140. Yeah, we should be doing enough. Now, doing 170 at the moment. Let's get a quick ball. Well, as long as they don't draw into a Zoroark, should have the game in hand. Should do a deck profile, or will do a deck profile with Espeon Arcanine. Opponent's going to use Ball Guy, so I imagine they will get Ultra Ball to get Zoroark and then go back into the which means they will take the knockout on our Lycanroc. However, we can accelerate 2 energies and do 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 I think we'll do. Right, my maths are probably slightly off though. Set up some auroras. They do have. They might go into Flapple though. They're going to work. Fine. They have played one. They've only used his work, so imagine they're going to go into the Arcanine. So we need to get a 30 damage, so 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 20, so we actually need to get all energies on onto our Houndoom. So we will back. We have a quick in the deck, see if have any more urns. We do have one more urn left. Well, they don't have Lycanrocs are in the discard pile, so we can't. Rockruff's now really not much use to us. And we will probably guess we go into the yeah. Our opponent would probably want to reduce their hand size, so if we can't reduce their hand, then we might have a chance. How we think about this for a minute? Yep, so you have a quick ball to discard your hand. Get Peony. So, luckily for us, we're not doing any bad damage, so they're going to go for Grant. Okay, so Grant means they can do 30 more damage and cards. So, Grant, fine. We want to get ourselves into a nicely. We need to get ourselves into a turn. Other hand. Don't. Up. Hopefully Crobat can turn that we need, which it doesn't sadly, so we are just going to have to lose the Doom this turn. Whether our opponent doesn't boss or switch, it does mean that we are now into our single prizers, our multi-prizers, which means that they have the upper hand now. As long as they can't keep discarding their hand, I think the Grant they can. Grant allows them to do that. Just on if Grant is in your discard pile, you can just have 2 cards Grant. Yeah, so they can do that, so they're going to Peony. Do have the upper hand here. Can Rod and out on us, so we're going to Rod back the Zorak. I'm tempted to boss up the benched Arcanine Growlithe. Just because our opponent can't empty their hand. Better for us. We'll probably want to Marnie our opponents. We might be out of. We are pretty low on. No Marnie. Means our opponent's hand is bigger, and we get the Urn of Vitality, which is looking for. We'll need to play that just so we get recovery. Use Dark Slumber to send our opponent's Arcanine to sleep, and hopefully they can get out of the active and stay asleep. Then we can use Chain Explosion this turn. They're going to get themselves Evolution Incense. Probably they benched Pursuing Arcanine. Righty Hana, okay. I'll play Quick Ball or Ultra Ball, discard that into the Carpel, so I'm going to scoop up nets to the Pursuing Growlithe, so can they empty their hand? Bobble guy, so they can get themselves Quick Ball out in their hand. Although they can use Grant. So if our opponent can discard their hand, they'll have hand here. I'm going to play Grant. Quick Ball. This is Aura, so that's last card of Pokemon. They don't, so they do with it, so they will probably win this turn. We may as well go into the VMAX, because it does mean that harder for them to take the knockout. So they are going to use Rose Tower. Draw 3. And use Meowth, that allows them to discard 2 cards, so we're going to go into Manaphy, so they are stalling. Boss would really be useful here. Go into it. Don't. Well, only got 2 cards left, which is one being boss, so we may as well switch, hard retreat, use GMAX LOR, Houndour rather. Leaves 1 card. Are quite close on resource here, we've only got 2 cards left. We have the Grant. Okay. Sadly can't. Okay, our opponent probably may have had the win there, but they're going to scoop, but we'll take that. Gengar wins. So with that, I wish you all a happy Halloween, and I'll catch you next time.